So, what do you think, Al? Should we wrap this up? Should we bring this on home?
Wait, one more thing, just to touch on quickly, because this is what you were big on. This is what you were big on last week. It's the co-main event, actually, and it's the first ever non-title co-main event that will be a 5-round fight, and it's Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards. And yeah, last week I was a little bit hesitant, but yeah. And I will say this, I think that the value on this fight is on Leon Edwards to win this fight inside the distance, because
yes,
Nate Diaz is not who we think he is anymore. And think about this. So this is something interesting that I dug up, and it doesn't really mean much. It's just a little tidbit, but from his loss to Josh Thompson to his loss inside the distance to Jorge Masvidal, in his last 8 fights, he's only been stopped twice.
Right.
But if you bet on inside the distance on his opponent in every fight in those 8, you're up 705 units. Sorry, 705. Sorry, $705.
Okay.
So if you bet $100 inside the distance, so that's a one bet on Josh Thompson, which was I think at like plus 900 to win inside the distance, and then Jorge inside the distance is still a good like plus 130. And then the market expects that Leon Edwards, he's had 12 fights in the UFC, or sorry, 13 if you count the Muhammad fight.
Sure.
7 decision wins. So the market expects him. He's gone over the betting total in 11 of his 13 fights, and one of them was a no contest. So in 11 of his 12 fights, he's gone over the betting total. He's gone the distance in 9 of his 12 fights. But this is going to be, if we think Leon Edwards, he had the thing with Jorge Masvidal. They were building up the Edwards Masvidal pre-pandemic. That was a fight that was probably going to happen after Leon Edwards beat who it was supposed to be Tyron Woodley, right? That was the March London card in 2020,
yep.
And it got canceled. You draw a similarity between Edwards and Masvidal, and why do we think that Edwards is going to cruise to a decision win when we saw Masvidal just completely piece this guy up? Leon Edwards, he might not be on the same level of his boxing, but as far as like his kickboxing and just his overall MMA game, I put him on the same level as Jorge Masvidal, and I think that he's gonna finish Nate Diaz. And I don't know, man. Like this might be the defining. Like Diaz does have like his back against the wall here, and that's one thing we didn't mention with Tony Ferguson. He definitely has his back against too, but
this is a desperation spot for both guys, absolutely. And you know what, Al? I'm going to do you one better. So you said this is the first co-main non-title 5-round fight. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Here's a prediction for you. No, it's not. You want to know why? Leon Edwards takes out Nate Diaz within 3 rounds. We don't see those fake championship rounds, in my opinion. Masvidal took him out in essentially 3 in between the 3rd and 4th round. We never saw them get beyond. Nate Diaz has a tremendous amount of scar tissue around his eyes. Leon Edwards is going to touch it up. You're going to see a very similar scenario. He's going to get cut up. He's going to get opened up, and Leon Edwards finishes him in the 3rd round. We don't even see round 4 or 5. That's your prediction right there, folks. Take it to the bank. Book it right now. If you got Leon Edwards ITD, go ahead and throw it on. Your boy Bleed. I'm just throwing money out here to these folks. Thanks for watching. All right, Al, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this?
No, it's just I like how we're doing this. So we've come to a conclusion together. You're not totally with me on Dariush, but we're all in on Oliveira.
Not yet, but probably.
On Edwards inside the distance. Inside the distance is the play here, because the market is gonna. I'm looking at the fight goes the distance no, or fight goes round 5 no. Is that plus money? Okay. I don't think there's a total out yet, but fight reaches round 5 no. Is that plus money? So if that's what the market is expecting here, oh man, Leon Edwards inside the distance all day. Sit back and enjoy, because we all love Nate, but he's not the guy who beat Conor. And you know, who was even Connor at that time? So we're talking about a guy who's like a little bit more of in the minds of MMA fans. You know, this legend, you know,
And he is. And he is.
Yeah, but not exactly in the technical and the X's and O's in the cage. You know, it's just he's gotten his mouth and his persona has gotten him multiple times fights that, you know, bigger than what he can chew. And
absolutely. And you know what? Props to him for doing it. That's how the game is played. And I talk about it all the time. Listen, going in the cage and winning an impressive fight, that's going to get you a good fight. You know what, though? If you go in there and you say the right thing, you antagonize the right guy, you can jump literally 1, 2, sometimes 3 fights. We've seen guys talk their way into a situation that, had they not said anything, would have had to win 2 or 3 fights to get to this point. Instead, they can leapfrog by using the persona, the mouth, causing stuff on Twitter. I mean, at this point in the game, you can go on Twitter, start some shit, and basically the public will book the fight for you. If it catches on, if it goes viral, the UFC goes, wow, this has some traction. Let's do it. And now both guys are mad at each other. Give me the contract. I'm going to sign it. You know what I mean? Like, it's great.
Nate kind of did that before, like the rise of like MMA social media. He really did that.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. He's a pioneer.
Yeah, he is a pioneer.
He's a pioneer, man. Absolutely. All right. Well, there you go, folks.